ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Again, it's Barkley. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Finds his tight end Ingram. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. Now Jones, gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper as his guys continue to pour it on. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis, and oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of the baseball season?
Oh, boy, four in a game.
Yeah, about four in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. From the gun, Jackson flush to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Jackson rolling to his left. He gets 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a third down. The Giants on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to let this one go deep. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible.
Throwing
Jones. He completes it to Tate. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him as he pulls it in. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Jones.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Barkley, and an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Throwing on second down. Jackson, he's going to loft it deep right sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick there on the coverage. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending. Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee? And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge, right?
There's no doubt about it.
Some pretzels, too, some hummus. Go crazy.
See, we've learned.
Go crazy.
We have learned the Madden way of doing things.
Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard to believe. They score on the final play, and then for some salt on the wound, they go for 2 just to widen the margin. Not to mention, they already had the lead when they scored on the final play. So I don't know if everyone on the team is a fantasy football player, and they're like, hey, get more points for our guys. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe a coach is looking ahead and saying, you know something, the more points we have might be the tiebreaker. But boy, what a way to finish it.